didn't think we were very good in the first half. Didn't think we played with as much swag in a humble way that we typically do. I thought we were really good the first 13 or 14 minutes of the second half on both ends. I thought we decreased their transition points. I thought that we didn't give up near as many offensive rebounds in the second half. I thought we shared the ball very well offensively. And then, they scored 10 out of their last 14 possessions, and I think that was at about the 7-minute mark when we were up 7. And then we had 10 assists at that point. In the last 7 minutes, we had 1 assist, and that's neither of those on either side of the ball is the way that we want to play, nor is it a way that translates into winning.
Coming into this game, if somebody would have told you you'd hold Kemba Walker to 14, 5 of 16 shooting, you would have felt pretty good about your chances, no?
Yeah, I mean, probably, if that was the only statistic that I knew. But similar to what I told you earlier, and I told our team on Saturday night when we got off the bus, Kemba Walker is really good. Kemba Walker will be National Player of the Year. But we can't be foolish enough to think that he's the exclusive reason why they've only lost 2 games. You don't become the 5th-ranked team in the country and just have one really good player. And, he shot 16 balls, which is a little less than he normally does. I thought he had to work pretty hard for 13 or 14 of those shots, but we did a really poor job on 3. I mean, you can't have one guy. They can't just switch. You know what I mean? 3 can't take the scoring load the way that 15 normally does, and 15 takes what 3 normally does. We just did a really poor job of playing him, but I thought we did do a good job with Kemba.
You guys went about 10 minutes on the field goal there in the second half when you kind of made that run. Coach Calhoun just talked about the switch that they made when you guys were getting the ball in the post to Jimmy continually, and then Smith started fronting. Did you feel like that kind of threw you guys off a little bit, and how did you guys look to adjust to that?
Well, yeah, we went without a field goal. And I don't know that it decreased Jimmy's touches, whether they were fronting or playing from behind. Maybe that's what he felt like was what it was. I think that Jimmy scored probably about the same number of points that he did when he was a perimeter player as he did when he was an interior player. We did go to him consecutive times on the block, and he had success, but we were trying to move him around and kind of disguise what it was that we were trying to do as best as possible.
A big part of that defense on Kemba was Vander. I know he's struggling offensively, but the fact that you can count on a freshman kid to go in there and stop the National Player of the Year, what does that speak to?
I thought he played with great energy, and Vander is a good defender. I thought Dwight did a really good job on him. I don't know how many minutes Vander actually guarded him. I know Vander guarded 3 some, and Bikes probably played more minutes on Kemba than anybody else, but I thought there in that stretch when Vander was playing, when we made the run, I thought he was really good.
Coach, what effect do you think that UConn's general size and length advantage had on the game tonight?
Well, I think that's just who they are. They are long, they are athletic, they're long at every position. I think that they started those 2 big kids early, and that didn't last very long. But when you look at the way that we played and who we played, and then you look at how they matched up, I thought they played our size, position specific, more than we played their size. Obviously, we can't duplicate what they can, but they are long, and they're long at every position, not just inside.
And then you guys got out-rebounded by 5 tonight. You guys are undefeated when you win the rebounding battle, winless when you lose. How important is the battle of boards for this team?
Other than field goal percentage defense, probably the most important thing. And that's why we were behind at half. We held them to 38% from the field, which is a really good number. But they had 8 offensive rebounds, I think they had 8 offensive rebounds at half that translated into 8 points. They had 9 points in transition, so they had 17 out of their 38 points were on transition or on offensive rebounds.
Jay's offensive numbers have gone down a little bit the past few games. Is it just a byproduct of teams focusing him in a little bit more defensively?
I would say so. I don't know. many shots he averages per game, but it's not much more than the ones he shot tonight. Do you know how many shots he averages per game, approximately? He probably shoots about that number of shots. But when he can play 37 minutes, he does.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You were getting Devontae in and out pretty frequently early in the game. Was there, what were you looking for out of him?
Well, I didn't think Chris was playing great. Devontae's really come on the last 6 or 7 practices. The bench is a great teacher, and it helps you figure things out maybe sometimes quicker than a coach can. I thought he was fine when he was in there, and I thought he played with great energy, which is good. You know, we needed another big guy. We do need another big guy. However many minutes that is, definitely decreases the workload on Chris, but at the same time, it allows Jay to play at his position and allows Jimmy to play at his position. We're still going to play small ball, but, you know, if Devontae can play 4 minutes, 6 minutes, now all of a sudden we can kind of play normal, as opposed to Devontae doesn't play and we play more small ball maybe than we need to.
Joe, 3 minutes, is his knee okay, or was it
Yeah,
just
he
kind
was
of a
fine.
byproduct of the way the game was going?
Yeah, more of a byproduct. No, he was fine. He was fine. I thought that thought Jay and Jimmy were really good when we were playing small ball, particularly in the second half. Which, you know, could Joe have played? Yeah, he could have played, but I thought Jimmy was getting good work done. And I thought, you know, in that run, that was when Vander was in, so we were playing small, albeit we were playing small without Joe.
Coach Joe Fols, before this game, said the tougher team would come out victorious tonight. Do you believe that was the
I
case?
always believe that. I always believe that.